Okay, Wednesday morning, gonna follow the river trail up to Gorman Falls. According to the map that I left at the Jeep, of course, it's 3.4 miles. I walked about a mile of this trail yesterday, real easy trail, so I'm hoping it stays that way and it'll just be a nice casual walk. 3.4 miles is not too bad, but we shall see. As you can see, it's a pretty easy trail. I think they let mountain bikes come on here. I saw some bike tracks, but it's anyway, a nice wide trail. A lot of trees overhanging, so I guess even in the summer it'd be reasonably cool. But we'll see how it works. We're going to take this 3.4 miles up to Gorman Falls and check that out, and then come back and have lunch, I guess. Well, we're going along. We're about the 2-mile mark. Again, nice easy trail. Mild inclines and declines, nothing at all heart pumping. A lot of shade along the way though, a lot of overhead trees shading the trail. Forgive the bouncing, I don't have a gimbal or anything, just hand holding this GoPro. But a real pretty trail. Real pretty trail. Nice hike in the morning. Yeah, that's interesting. Big old drainage culvert at one time. I guess this was washed out during flooding. Well, here's an interesting obstacle. I dare say that big boulder rolled down the hill and smashed through that tree. Sure wouldn't want to have been on the trail when that happened. Okay, now the trail's gone from wide to single track to down right and gnarly. I guess we're down in the creek bottom somewhere. I'm just assuming this is a trail. I didn't see any sign for going up. I don't think you can. It looks like they did cut branches out of the way, so. But I want to say we're just a little over half a mile or so to the falls, so I will just assume this is the trail. Kind of like Guadalupe Peak, you just follow the creek bed around. Definitely makes for an interesting hike, I'll give you that. Anyway, I think you get the picture. This is going to be a bit gnarly. Hopefully it'll open up here pretty quick. Only because I'm not 100% sure this is a trail, but I kind of suspect it is. Okay, this is a pretty good pour off. Reasonably steep. And really didn't see any trail per se, so I may have gone off the trail. Before I get too deep in here, I'm about 2.7 miles into 3.4, so I'm close. This pour off kind of makes me think, well, it's called Gorman Falls. I know this is not it, but anyhow, I haven't seen any kind of a trail to speak of, so I may have gone off trail. So I'm going to backtrack to where I know for sure I saw the trail, and we'll go from there. Anyway, pretty hike. Real pretty hike. Now I know in Guadalupe Peak Park, very similar thing. They just said follow the creek bed the whole way, and it was worse than this. Huge boulders to go over. It was a pain. Okay, I backtracked a little bit. I definitely came through here. Remember this, and I think where I goofed up is it looks like the trail goes to the left, following this draw. Does it not? One of the rules of hiking is keep your heads on a swivel, because if you just go a little bit to the right, bingo, another trail. So I definitely got off the trail. So let's see what this does, and hopefully it'll take us to Gorman Falls. But it's definitely a clearly marked trail, unlike that river bottom, which was a bunch of nothing but rocks to climb over. But anyway, I think we're back on track again. And more confirmation I'm going the right way. Here we have Gorman Cave. I guess you could, I'm assuming that way is Gorman Cave, but I want to go, it's pretty cool looking though. Don't care to do any spelunking. Let me continue to following the trail to the right. Okay, well, at least for a little while we'll walk right on the river's edge. Pretty day. Sure can't beat this day for hiking. Fairly mild, a little bit warm, but not too bad. Okay, this ought to be interesting. Nice, again, nice hike. Nice hike. Well, I believe we're coming close. Had a good little incline just now. See a sign up ahead. That little incline got me a little harder going. That was the first really steep incline we've had. Let's see what this sign says. Old Gorman Road Trail. Okay, I'm gonna pass this house over the iron bridge, and another sign that says Gorman Falls Trail. Huh. Okay, well, that's where we want to go. I guess we'll keep on keeping on. Well, this is pretty much just a dirt road going uphill, but the signs say it's Gorman Falls, and I've already got, if you can read it, 4 miles on my watch, although I did take a little detour. I don't think it's that much, so I guess we'll see. Now it looks like I don't have to climb that hill after all. Here's a sign to Gorman Falls. And we'll see what this has. Okay, another sign. Gorman Falls straight ahead. Didn't tell you how far, but I guess we'll just take their word for it. Well, again, I guess I'm on the right trail. Well, we're getting close right here, waterfalls. Just don't see anything yet. Passed my neighbors along the way, but they drove up from the road with the little guy. Tough little guy. This trail's pretty gnarly up to here. But we shall see. Boy, these rocks have been worn slick from all the traffic. Oh my goodness. I'd hate to be here in the rain. Oh wow, I guess that's it. It does look like a rainforest. Okay, well, hiked along the river road, or the river trail, not the river road, from the campground, followed the Colorado River up here to Gorman Falls. Did take one little detour, came down into a gully and just happened to be looking off to the left up a dry creek bed, and it looked like a trail. So off I went, and after a little while I realized, this isn't right. So backtracked and realized that if I'd have just turned a little more to the right, I'd have seen the trail. The trails out here are very well marked. So if you get lost temporarily like I did, it's just because you're a dummy. But anyway, nice hike. Map said 3.4 miles. It was 4 point something. Okay, we're on our way back to camp. I believe we're coming to the Gorman cave area. Don't know if that's it or it's somewhere along there, but I'm not interested in doing any cave dwelling, so I think we'll just head on back. Yeah, this is the area where I got a slight turnaround. I was on the other side and just kept looking to the left up that draw and just assumed that, oh, the trail goes up that way. So off I go up to the creek, climbing over rocks, boulders, fallen trees, and all I had to do was take a glance to the right and see this nice, well-marked trail. This is where I got turned around, so I backtracked to here because I remember this very distinctively, and looked to the right, and I'll be darned, there's the trail. Oh well, no biggie. No biggie. Number one rule: when you get lost, stop. Stop, stop, stop. Backtrack till you find your place again. Nothing but a little extra workout, a little extra cardio. No big deal. Okay, we're coming to the end of the river trail to Gorman Falls. Let's see here, according to my watch, I'm gonna be closer to 4 miles than 3.4. So I'm sure I probably just read the map wrong, but this was a very nice hike. 80% of it pretty flat along the river, 20% some mild inclines and rocks, but very short-lived. Pretty much anybody can do this hike.
As you first enter the park, you will see the Gorman Falls trailhead sign. Drive a short distance up this dirt road and you will come to the parking area. It's a large area with plenty of parking spots, toilet facilities, and the trailhead itself. According to the map at the trailhead, the hike to Gorman Falls is 1.5 miles. Since I did not take the hike from this trailhead, I cannot tell you how the hike actually is, other than considerably shorter than if you decide to hike along the river trail from the campground, which is deeper inside the park.